Have you ever felt, just overwhelmed by all the information out there? Or maybe like you're looking for a real path, a clear way to actually transform your life and hit those big goals. What if there was a structured, pretty intense journey designed to reshape your mindset, your habits, maybe even your financial situation, all in just 90 days? Welcome to the Deep Dive. It's where we take your sources, dig through them, and pull out the most important bits of knowledge and insight, custom tailored just for you. Today, we're embarking on what sounds like a really intense, but maybe incredibly rewarding deep dive. Okay, let's unpack this one. We're diving into excerpts from a book called The 90-Day Grind, Proverbs of Transformation. And the full title is even more intriguing. Rich is Everyday and Dedicated Individuals, featuring the Proverbs of Jabon Barrett, inspired by Essence Moore. Wow, okay, a 90-day grind sounds intense, definitely. But the promise of transformation and riches, that certainly has my attention. What's the story behind this? Who is this author, Jabon Barrett?
Well, what's really fascinating here is the very personal, almost raw foundation these proverbs come from. The author, Jabon Barrett, talks about a life shaped by extreme experiences. Things like tests and decisions that felt as if they were sent from the universe under the darkest moon. He mentions learning while he was incarcerated, reading books like Think and Grow Rich, and being, as he puts it, born again numerous times by shedding away old mistakes and growing tougher skin.
So this is an academic theory.
Not at all. His wisdom is distilled from 18 years as a Christian and soaking up this philosophy of resilience he saw in a striving yet struggling Black community. He says something I find really powerful. Those daily episodes in neighborhoods where so many are navigating blindly are what give clarity. In the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king.
That's quite a perspective. It suggests finding wisdom in difficult places.
Exactly. It's about finding insight where maybe others just see chaos.
Oh, these are really practical lessons then. He originally wrote them as flashcards or proverbs to solve actual problems.
That's right. And he emphasizes this idea that extreme experiences give us our greatest depth of wisdom. He also notes, interestingly, that the information won't be effective until the universe exposes a situation for it to be effective.
Okay, so the proverbs are like a lens. They help you see the lesson when life throws something at you.
Precisely. They're a mental toolkit to help you identify and, seize the lesson in whatever the universe presents, challenge or opportunity.
So for you listening, our mission in this deep dive is to guide you through the core ideas, the principles, and these powerful daily practices from this 90-day journey. We'll pull out the most impactful proverbs, the key insights, and give you kind of roadmap, something to help accelerate your own growth and reach your goals. We want to show how this isn't just theory, but it's meant to be a system for getting real, tangible results.
Yeah, it's designed to be actionable. Hashtag the deep dive.
All right, let's get into it. Month one, the foundation. Resetting your mindset. So this 90-day grind, where does it actually start for someone taking this on? How does it first tackle our internal world?
It kicks off with a really radical approach to self-awareness and honesty, like brutal honesty. Day one's proverb is simply start with honesty.
Good.
But this isn't just about telling the truth to other people. It's having the courage to tell the truth to yourself about your habits, your finances, your potential, maybe your happiness level, the daily drill. Create a brutal honesty list. Just one thing you've been deeply dishonest with yourself about. And your only job for that day is to acknowledge it. Just see it.
Wow. Just acknowledging it. That's powerful in itself.
It is. That initial admission is often the hardest part.
And then it seems like day two really doubles down on this. The proverb is, people lie to themselves because you are the easiest one to fool. Okay, that's blunt. How does the grind suggest we become the hardest person to fool? That sounds like a real internal battle.
It really is. Our minds are masters at creating these comforting stories, justifications. You know the ones.
I'm not lazy, just tired. I'll start that tomorrow.
Exactly those. So this raises a really important question about those narratives we build. The daily drill for day two challenges you directly. Find one of those self-deceiving stories you tell yourself. Then find just one piece of solid evidence that proves it's a lie.
Just one piece.
Just one. The idea is to break that story, that justification, with a single undeniable fact. You're actively dismantling the self-deception.
That's interesting. And then day three, the person you think you are in your head is not always the person you are in reality. Strive to make those images match.
Yeah, this one's deep. It's not just about awareness, it's about action. The insight here is that consistency drives your self-concept. Every small action you take that aligns with who you want to be, it's like a vote for that identity.
So you're literally building that reality through your actions.
You're solidifying the internal image into external reality step by step.
Okay, and it keeps digging deeper into self-understanding. Day 4 says, learning about yourself involves studying who your parents were. What's the angle there?
It's about understanding your own programming, you could say, by looking at their original code.
Recognizing inherited patterns.
Exactly. The good, the bad, the unconscious stuff you might have picked up. Then day 5 takes it outward. Everything you see is a mirror. What you are surrounded by lets you know what you are.
So your external world reflects your internal state.
Yeah, it's presented as a feedback system, a way to gauge your inner landscape by just observing what's around you, the people, the environment, the situations.
With that foundation, day 6 hits a core identity question. What does your mind say when you ask it, who am I?
And the point is, you can never really outperform your own self-concept, that raw, unfiltered answer that reveals the bedrock of your identity.
And the grind argues you have to tackle that for real change.
Absolutely. Otherwise, transformation might just be temporary.
Okay. And this clarity seems to lead right into day 7's mindset shift. Nothing happens to you, everything happens for you.
This is a huge one. It completely reframes adversity. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every failure is a redirection. Every obstacle is a chance to build strength.
So you shift from being a victim
To being the creator. You recognize you're the primary force shaping your experience, using everything that comes your way.
The grind also seems heavy on emotional mastery and resilience early on. Day 8. Allow your emotions to reach your mind before they reach your physical.
Yes. It's about creating that crucial pause, maybe 3 seconds, the book suggests, between feeling an emotion and acting on it.
Conscious processing instead of just reacting.
Exactly. Then day 9 is control your fears, not eliminate them, but acknowledge them and act anyway.
And day 10. Face adversity to grow. Seeing challenges as the gym for your soul.
Right. Opportunities to get stronger, not things to avoid.
This seems linked to accountability too. Day 11. There is no growth without accountability.
Meaning you have to own your outcomes completely. No blaming. And day 14 clarifies the real competition. It's always you versus you.
Not about comparing yourself to others. Nope. The real battle is internal. Against your own limitations, your past self, your resistance.
The details are interesting too, like language. Day 12. In conversation, replace the word change to improve. Why that specific shift?
It subtly reframes things. Change can trigger resistance, feel like loss. Improve feels like growth, enhancement. It's a small tweak with potentially big psychological impact.
And day 13. You don't know what you don't know. A call for humility.
Definitely. Humility and lifelong learning. Always be seeking knowledge. Then day 15 gets tough. Distractions remove one from their freedom.
Freedom, how so?
It argues that focus is a form of freedom, of autonomy. Every distraction pulls you away from your chosen path, eroding that freedom. You need to be a ruthless guardian of your focus.
Wow. Okay. There are also these practical, almost physical hacks. Day 16. To cheer your mind, wash your face, then clean your space.
Yeah, simple physical actions sending signals of order and renewal to your brain. It's like a quick reset button for a negative mood.
Like breaking a pattern. Exactly. And day 17 is even simpler. Breathe again, smile again. These are basic biological commands to shift your state. You have immediate control over your physiology, and that affects your mind.
Feels like all this groundwork then connects to purpose.
Yeah.
Day 18. Every life must have a purpose. Finding your why.
Right. Finding it at that intersection of what you're good at, what you love, and what the world actually needs.
But the day 20 is just a blunt command. It's possible. Stop thinking negative.
Sometimes you just need that direct instruction, I guess. And day 21 offers some relief. You don't have to have it all figured out, only know you won't quit.
That takes some pressure off, doesn't it?
It really does. Shifts the focus from needing a perfect plan, which can paralyze you, to just unwavering commitment.
Right.
That commitment itself can carry you through a lot of uncertainty.
Okay, as we wrap up month 1, there's this idea of strategic energy. Day 23. Before you start, speak it into the universe, then remain silent about it until it shows up. What's that about?
It's presented as a sort of two-part energetic law. First, the declaration setting the intention powerfully. Then, the private work focusing your energy internally without dissipating it by talking about it too much before it's real.
Interesting. And day 24, manage your magic.
Yeah, recognizing your unique creative energy, your magic, is a finite resource. Be intentional about where it goes. Don't waste it.
And day 30 brings it all together. All wisdom works if you work it.
The ultimate point, right? Knowledge is useless without action. This whole grind is about doing, not just knowing.
So, reflecting on month 1,
Yeah.
It feels like a really profound internal transformation is the goal here, setting the mental, the emotional stage for everything else.
Absolutely. It's about dismantling those old limiting patterns and laying a genuinely solid foundation inside yourself.
So for you listening, this first month is crucial. It's the internal heavy lifting before the external building really starts. Okay, month one is done. Mindset reset. Where does the grind take us in month two? Sounds like it's time to build the engine, right? Get to discipline and action.
Yeah, absolutely. If month one was the foundation, month two is building the structure, the engine. It's about consistency and, interestingly, physical mastery to support that mental growth. Day 31 lays it out. Routines are your habits is your lifestyle. Simple but profound. Your future is literally being built in those small things you do every single day.
And it mentions designing a prime time morning routine.
Yes, focusing on those first 60 minutes. The idea is to win that first hour, set a positive, productive tone for the entire day.
And it definitely pushes for structure. Day 32, have order and structure. And then the very direct day 33, don't be lazy.
Yeah, no mincing words there.
How does it suggest applying these, especially when, laziness or resistance kicks in?
Well, structure isn't meant to be a prison. It's framed as the framework, the trellis, that allows creativity and productivity to actually grow. And laziness. The author calls it the quiet enemy of all greatness. A practical tip often mentioned in this context is the 10-minute rule. If you're dreading a task, just commit to doing it for 10 minutes. Often, just starting is the biggest hurdle. After 10 minutes, you might find you have the momentum to continue.
That makes sense. Break the inertia.
Exactly. And day 34 offers a philosophy. Take the stairs.
Literally. Or metaphorically.
Both, really. It means choosing the slightly harder, more beneficial path in small, everyday things. Don't take the easy way out if the harder way builds strength or character. It prepares you for bigger challenges.
I like how day 35 frames the day itself as a battle. Win the daily war to survive. What's the war against?
It's against those internal enemies: procrastination, distraction, self-doubt, laziness. The goal each day is to end with a winning record against them.
How do you win?
By completing your key tasks, ideally at least 3 significant ones. It turns your to-do list into a series of small victories, building momentum.
That's a motivating frame. It also pushes urgency. Day 36, don't wait. There's not enough time to wait.
Yeah, combating that tendency to put things off, waiting for the perfect time that never comes. Just start now.
And day 37, make a choice to win. That sounds like a mental commitment.
It is. It's an internal decision you make before you even start the task or face the challenge. You pre-decide you're going to give it your all, fortifying your resolve up front.
Okay, month 2 also gets very practical about the physical body. What are some key proverbs or drills here, and why the strong focus on physicality?
Well, the book draws a very direct line between your physical condition and your mental sharpness, your energy levels, even your financial success. Day 38 is specific. Go for a jog, run for a mile. Do this often as possible until you can run a mile with no stops.
Building endurance and mental toughness.
Exactly. Both cardiovascular health and that feeling of accomplishment pushing through discomfort. Then day 39, no food after 9 p.m.
A simple rule, but probably hard for many.
Right. It's discipline, impulse control, but it also impacts sleep quality, digestion, overall energy. Mastering that small rule builds self-mastery.
And day 40, walk in grass barefoot for 45 minutes. What's the idea behind that one? Earthing.
Yeah, the book calls it earthing or grounding. The theory is that direct skin contact with the Earth's surface helps balance your body's electrical charge, maybe reduce inflammation, lower stress.
Interesting, like reconnecting physically.
Kind of an ancient practice, yeah. A simple way to reset physically and mentally.
And beyond just health, month 2 talks about presentation. Day 41, how you dress says more to them than your words.
And day 42, overvalue our physical presentation. It's emphasizing that how you present yourself, clothes, grooming, posture, sends powerful nonverbal signals.
Signals about what?
Self-respect, discipline, attention to detail, capability. It's not about vanity. It's about communicating your seriousness and value before you even open your mouth.
Okay, there's also this very specific health formula on day 43. Sea moss, coconut water, apple cider vinegar for 21 days to lose 10 pounds of fat. Now, obviously, listeners should consult professionals for health advice, but what's the deeper principle here beyond the specific ingredients?
That's the key question. While the formula is specific, the underlying message is about discipline and consistency. Sticking to any proven regimen for 21 days, the classic time to form a habit.
So it's the adherence, the process that matters most.
Exactly. It's proof to yourself that you can follow through. And yes, the implied wisdom throughout the book is always personal responsibility, which includes seeking proper health advice for your specific situation.
Got it. And day 44 touches on energy again. Sex can make one a slave. How does that fit in?
It highlights that powerful creative or sexual energy, if it's not channeled or controlled, can actually drain focus and energy away from your primary purpose or goals. It's about managing that vital force intentionally.
Okay. Then the focus seems to shift more towards strategy and execution later in the month. Day 45. Write the story backwards. Start it how you want it to end. Reverse engineering.
Precisely. Get crystal clear on the end goal, the desired outcome, then work backward to figure out the necessary steps.
How do you break down those steps if the goal feels huge?
Day 46 follows logically. Write down the steps it takes to reach each goal. Just the simple act of breaking it down makes it less intimidating, more actionable. It demystifies the ambition.
And day 48 gives a core cycle. Learn, then execute is the cycle of growth.
Yeah, this is crucial. It's not learn everything, then maybe execute someday. It's a rapid loop. Learn a concept, apply it immediately, see what happens, learn from that, adjust, execute again.
Constant iteration.
Exactly, not waiting for perfection. And it links to day 49. Develop your skills to control your reality. Skills are framed as the currency of reality.
Meaning the more skilled you are, the more you can shape your life.
That's the idea. And day 50 pushes further. Prove your capabilities. Don't just know things. Show tangible results. Demonstrate your impact.
Month 2 definitely seems to build resilience too.
Oh.
Day 51. The test and workload will be as big and long as the dream.
Setting realistic expectations, right? Big goals mean big challenges. Accept it. Day 52 follows. Be battle ready for the test. Proactive preparation.
And it tackles failure head on. Day 53, fail big. And day 54, it takes a lot of failure to become successful.
Yeah, completely reframing failure. It's not the opposite of success. It's a necessary part of the process. It's data. It's learning.
Then day 57 makes a bold claim. Emotional intelligence will make you more successful than a college degree.
It's highlighting the power of EQ over just IQ. Understanding and managing emotions, your own and others, is presented as critical for navigating relationships, negotiations, leadership, basically life.
And day 58 suggests learn your life path number. What's the purpose of that in this context?
It's presented as another tool for self-reflection, drawn from numerology, like astrology or personality tests. The idea is that exploring these frameworks might offer insights into your potential path or inherent traits, deepening self-awareness. It's another angle for introspection.
So, summing up month 2, how does this intense focus on discipline and action change things for someone doing the grind?
Month 2 is where the identity of a dedicated individual really gets forged in fire. Those mindset shifts from month 1, they become real, consistent actions here. You're not just thinking differently, you're doing differently. You're building that engine, that momentum.
It sounds like this is where the transformation becomes visible both internally and externally.
Definitely. It's about embodying the principles through relentless, structured action.
All right, we've laid the foundation in month 1, built the engine of discipline in month 2. Now we hit month 3, integration and wealth building. This sounds like where the payoff starts, where the internal work generates external results. What's the core idea here?
Exactly. Month 3 is about directing all that cultivated internal power outward, specifically towards building wealth and influence, but in an integrated way. It starts with the wealth mindset. Day 61 forces a choice, either work for money or freedom.
What's the distinction there?
It's about whether you're primarily trading your time for a paycheck, which keeps you dependent, or if you're focused on building assets and systems that generate income independently of your direct time input, leading to freedom.
Okay. And day 62, money is just leverage.
Yeah, reframing money. It's not the ultimate goal itself, but a tool, a force multiplier. Leverage to buy back your time, acquire more assets, amplify your impact, help others. It's about what money does.
And then day 63 names the pillars. Cash, credit, collateral.
Right. These are presented as the 3 legs of the financial power stool. You need fluency and strength in all 3. Cash for liquidity, credit for leveraging future potential, and collateral assets to secure larger opportunities. Mastering them gives you financial agility.
I really appreciate the balance, though. Day 64 says, really, it's all about how many assets you can obtain and how well is their mental and physical health once the assets are earned. That feels crucial.
Absolutely. It defines true wealth holistically. What's the point of having tons of assets if your health is shot or you have no peace of mind?
It's the whole picture.
The complete balance sheet. Appreciating assets on one side, appreciating health and well-being on the other. That raises the vital question of how you, the listener, define real success for yourself.
And there are some specific, maybe contrarian investment ideas. Day 65, buy gold ASAP, and day 66, when it's blood on the streets, buy property.
Yeah, classic contrarian stuff. Own hard assets like gold as a store of value, and have the courage and cash reserves built through earlier discipline to buy assets like property when everyone else is fearful and selling cheap. Buy low.
That requires that earlier discipline, the cash reserves.
Exactly. It all connects back.
And that theme of delayed gratification pops up again strongly here. Day 67. Instant gratification only pleases the body. Late gratification pleases the mind, body, and soul.
Yes, this is presented as maybe the superpower of successful people, sacrificing small, immediate pleasures for much larger, more meaningful rewards later.
Why mind, body, and soul?
The body enjoys the eventual reward, the mind feels the satisfaction of achievement, and the soul gets that deep sense of pride and self-mastery from having exercised that control. It's a deeper fulfillment.
Okay, beyond money, month 3 also talks about influence and relationships. What's the core message there? How does this internal work affect how we connect with others?
Well, it circles back to self-worth first. Day 68. If you don't show that you love yourself first, no one will show you love.
So how you treat yourself sets the standard.
It's literally instructions for others. Your self-treatment signals your value. Then day 69 and 70 get specific, particularly aimed at men, but with a universal principle. She will never want you if you need her. And fellas, make your purpose your prize, and you will be the prize for her.
Meaning neediness repels, but purpose attracts.
Precisely. Wholeness attracts. Having your own life, your own mission, your own world already built that's attractive. People are drawn to join someone already on a compelling journey, not someone looking to be completed.
So build your own fulfilled life first.
That's the core idea, and choose your connections wisely. Day 71. Weak people won't be loyal to you. Seek out principled individuals for your inner circle.
People with integrity.
Right. And day 72 suggests buy someone dinner and eat with that person. Strategic mentorship. Invest time and resources to learn from those ahead of you.
But it's not all ambition. Day 73 brings it back. You weren't born alone. No, you shouldn't die alone. Family and friends are a necessity.
A crucial reminder, yeah. Don't sacrifice essential human connection on the altar of achievement. Maintain that balance.
And day 74 is provocative. The best way to express love is to have standards. How does that work?
It's about demonstrating true care, having high standards for yourself and holding people you care about to a higher standard too. That's not judgment. It's belief in their potential.
It's challenging them to be their best selves.
Exactly. It's an act of love to inspire growth and excellence, not accept mediocrity out of, say, false kindness.
As month 3 closes, it integrates action and perspective. Day 75. Seize each opportunity. Becoming an active hunter.
Shifting from passively waiting to actively looking for those disguised opportunities that are always around. Day 80 is interesting. Buy good quality pillows.
Literal pillows.
Both invest in your sleep, your recovery, it's foundational, and metaphorical. Invest in foundational support systems in your life.
And day 85 offers perspective. Nothing is too big or too far. It's just the position you're in when you're viewing it.
Yeah, meaning as you elevate yourself, your skills, your mindset, your resources, your position, things that once seemed impossible start to look achievable. Your perspective shifts based on your altitude.
So after nearly 90 days, it really sounds like it's meant to be a complete overhaul. Not just changing what you do, but fundamentally changing who you are.
That's exactly what the final days focus on, an audit of your transformation. Day 88 has you redo the Who Am I exercise from day 6.
To see the difference.
To measure the change in your core identity. Then day 89 is the new code, your rules for life. You select the 5 or 10 proverbs from the grind that now resonate most deeply, that become your personal operating system moving forward.
Codifying the transformation.
Yes. And finally, day 90 isn't an end. It's the commencement. Begin again. It's an initiation. You step into the after, living the life you spend 90 days intentionally building. Hashtag outro.
Okay, so after walking through that intense 90-day journey, what's the ultimate takeaway? What does this all mean for you, the listener?
Well, if we zoom out to the big picture, the author is really explicit about this. He says, the person who started this book on day 1 no longer exists. You have the tools, you have the proof, you have the power.
So the grind isn't just a program you finish.
No, it's positioned as an initiation. It's meant to install a new operating system. These principles aren't things you just did for 90 days. They're supposed to become your default way of living.
The grind becomes your lifestyle.
Exactly. And the Proverbs become your personal code. He even titled the book Universal Laws 1, suggesting these are foundational principles of building, of creation, proving that you are the primary creative force in your own life.
That's a powerful framing, a fundamental shift in identity. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Especially when the author talks about having built the engine and hints at universal laws to exploring things like rhythm, polarity, mastering these subtle, powerful currents of the universe.
Right. It suggests there's always another level.
It does. It makes you consider how much more there might be to learn and apply, even after a transformation that sounds this profound.
Which leads to maybe an important question for you, the listener, to really ponder.
Okay.
If day 90 is truly a commencement, a new beginning,
Yeah.
and if you've genuinely elevated your position, proven to yourself your capacity for this kind of radical transformation, what goal, what ambition that seemed impossible from your past perspective might now actually be within your reach to conquer, especially now that you know you won't quit?